Before we get into the how of this process, let's start with the why. From your experience, Jen, Nathan, what's usually the moment a medical device company realizes that their paper QMS just isn't going to cut it anymore? Why don't we start with you, Jen?
It really comes down to when it's no longer working for them. When you can't find the information you need to perform your activities on a daily basis, it's time to move to an EQMS. That could be something like you can't find the complaints you need to do a complaint trend analysis. You can't find the non-conformance data that you need to evaluate your suppliers on an annual basis. Or even you just can't find the current revision of a document so that you can revise it again. At this point, that cost of looking for that information and spending times digging through folders, digging through binders, digging through files on your computer really outweighs the cost of EQMS implementation when you think about, this business still going to be in business for the next several years?
So I would add as well that a lot of times it feels like early on that you are generating a lot of documentation that is uncontrolled and you're not even operating in quality management system at the time. Most companies start that way. I know we did at HemaSense, many projects start that way. And I think at some point you make this mental switch to we are doing R&D and we're doing activities where we're documenting things for our internal benefit moving into the future, but we need to start documenting in such a way where it can support regulatory and quality goals that you have as a company that allow you as a medical device to get the approvals that you need in order to get to market. So for us, it wasn't necessarily moving from a fully paper-based QMS, it was more moving from this informal documentation into a more formal documentation. And although we started those documentation pieces in essentially a paper system, at some point you need to put some structure around that, and you need to make a decision around how much structure is necessary based on your experience, your team's experience, your phase of development at that point, and then weigh the pros and cons of going to something like a full-blown EQMS versus something like a hybrid system or just a document management system that has a paper QMS within it.